Will Brands Matter in the Streaming Wars Part 2? Go back and watch Part 1 if you haven't already, where I talk about why branding always matters and how the goal of these US based media companies is to create a worldwide direct to consumer model where all of the money is floating up to them and they're not sharing any of it with local companies. I also talk a little bit about why Discovery Plus might be a great name for the mega streamer owned by Warner Discovery. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about HBO Max and the brand of HBO and why I think it is the superior brand to Discovery. Now, to recap, that second demo I talked about in the first video, which is people throughout the world, they tend to be international, who aren't familiar with either brand, you're going to spend about the same marketing dollars endearing a brand to them either way. But the first demo I've saved until last because I think that North America is ground zero for the streaming wars, and I think that what happens in North America is going to have the biggest impact on the stock price of these streaming companies. So, people in North America, what are your associations with the name Discovery? When I say, yeah, the company Discovery, what do you think of? First of all, I don't even necessarily think of a TV or movie brand. I mean, there are other companies called Discovery. So there's sort of a generic thing there that's not great. If you say, hey, the Discovery Channel, that's what I think of. I think of the Discovery Channel, Discovery Kids, which I've watched neither recently. I don't talk to anybody who watches those. I also think of National Geographic, although National Geographic is owned by Disney. But I know it means like sort of reality TV, maybe educational. It's not the Kardashians. It's like higher class, educational, unscripted content. What are my associations with HBO? HBO to me means the best movies and the best television. Those are the first two things that come to mind when I think of HBO. And keep in mind, I did not have HBO growing up. I've only had it for maybe the last like 10 years or so. And yet I knew what that brand was and what it meant, even when I didn't have it. Only the richer people, the more affluent, had the money to pay for HBO and get the best TV and the best movies. That's my association with HBO. What do these streamers want to be? They want to be the indispensable streaming service. Those other streamers, yeah, watch a show and then cancel at the end of the month. But our service, we want you subscribed year round. And how do you do that? You simply have the best movies and the best TV shows to offer. And that's what the HBO brand already is. It's just such a stronger brand that's closer to their overall mission than Discovery is. So HBO would be my choice.